games coming in the playoffs. The Patriots lead the series 11-2, and they go for number 12 on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Third season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Murray now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Matthew Ioannidis, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led by their 4th-year quarterback out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange still, one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brad, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know the division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, throw complete right side to Cooks. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Montgomery. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. David Montgomery with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. T. Higgins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England trotting into place on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Murray. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On second and 11 now. Murray looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
The numbers for Williams a week ago: 6 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They fake the handoff, now under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And the Jags are going to take over at
at their own 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go out and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And that's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Now Balaj. A nice little juke. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing.
This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Mayfield now. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Let's go. I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it with Balaj. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterbacks upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Mayfield to throw it. He's got it to Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught by Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw, it's Murray. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on second and long. Murray, and he'll find Ruggs on the right side. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he returns this to the 22. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as Allen falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. On play action, it's Murray. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Here's Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Jaguars getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Barnett, and it'll record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's a give to Mixon. He was able to insert it. A big action will hand the that to come out onto the
exactly. But they also have to
first down, and it's 2nd and stay on the couple to the 41. And he's 45 yards.
well, partner runs in.
First down.
It's amazing how the
likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if his defender does.
So it's an Murray action. This play is Murray, he lets this zone. And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Murray now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Murray now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield down. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Mayfield. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. It's Mixon on the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Mayfield. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. 7 yards to pick up there. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Max Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run with Ballage. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd down and 8. Mayfield on play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets it up past the 35. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Murray. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run here with Balaj. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Edwards. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. Running left, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Jacksonville, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.